Okay, and just to be sure, let me get back to my router, and I'll make him forget all the past sort of authentications or past assessments, which is a clear EOU all. Basically makes him forget everything he knew about NAC and stuff like that. And if I go for a show EOU all, you'll see see there's nothing in there. So if now Michael comes and makes his ping, what do we expect him to get? Well, probably not healthy, something else like quarantine or checkup or infected.
So I will try that. Just ping into the network.
Alarm, infected. You see a different message, and we can also check the router again, just to make sure. Where's he? No, wait. Where is it, Michael? Okay, so alarm.
Yeah, that's annoying, but
okay. Yeah, and if you go for the show EOU all again, okay, it tells you, okay, it's infected. We are still working as designed, right? I requested Service Pack 3, he's got Service Pack 2 installed, infected, right? Okay, you could also say something like Windows installed infected. I mean, that would be a valid policy on the ACS. Right? Okay. Again, I'm the sysadmin, he's the bad guy, now it's his part.
Yeah. We told you about the methodology we used to build our own plugins. So what I want to do now is replace the original Cisco plugins with our own ones. So I already prepared that. I have a directory called demo. There are our plugins inside. But first, I will delete the original Cisco plugins and then use our own ones. Because we are very efficient in programming, we reduced the code from about 140 kilobyte to 20. Yeah? So we are really good programmers. Yeah, and copy these plugins into the plugin directory. Here they go. The xp.dat file is just a text file containing the actual list of Windows XP hotfixes, because maybe you want to demonstrate I have all patches installed, so we are able to do that too. Yeah, but at first, because we replaced the plugin DLLs, I will restart the Cisco Trust Agent to ensure that the right DLLs are loaded into memory, because otherwise we would have problems. Yeah, so I just do a restart.
If you don't have the rights to restart, I mean, you would need to reboot, right? And then it's loaded. Simply, instead of rebooting, we do the quick way around and just restarting the service. Makes it a bit faster on the show time.
Okay, so now my plugins are in place. And to make things much more easier, I made a nice graphical user interface to deal with all that information. Yeah, I have one part for the CTA itself, where you can tell you, okay, I'm running the operating system, Windows XP Professional or Windows XP Home. There are a lot of different possibilities what you can tell. Yeah, the name of the trust agent that is provided, but we want to focus on the service pack, because Draw raised the bar to service pack 3, and in the tool I'm supporting up to service pack 6. Yeah. So 3 was a nice idea. Yeah. It's easy to choose, and there's an option to tell how to deal with the hotfixes. There's a predefined list in the DLL, and you can load it from the xp.dat file, where the actual hotfix list is provided. I also have some tools to update this list, to make things much more easier. And we will use the load from file options. Now we save the settings. It's just saved to the registry, and the DLL leads all the settings from the registry. And now everything should work fine. So I can try the ping command again. Oh, you don't see a message. That's because I coded my own message box. Yeah, saying, congratulations, your client is healthy. Yeah. So now we are running Service Pack 3 under XP Professional. We are really good.
Just to prove that he's actually right of what he's talking, we could get back to the Cisco router and have a look at it and just go for the show EOU all again, and you see it's got a token of healthy. There it is, right? Service Pack 3. I mean, you can just choose now what you want to run. You know what? I know him. He's bad. I want to keep him out of my network, and I know he has all these lead tools and stuff running on his notebook. All these bad hacker tools like ping and stuff. And I know that good antivirus software will probably not work on his notebooks because it'll just go nuts. So screaming, "Oh, I found this and that and that." So I will actually require in my policy the usage of a antivirus software. So just change the policy again. This is again the tough part. Configure. Bear with us 5 more minutes and you'll be happy to drink a beer with you afterwards. Okay. So basically what I'll leave the Service Pack 3 rule and I'll add a new rule. If I can make the mouse move there. And basically here is a list of credentials supported by the Cisco Secure ACS. And I'm just scrolling down the list. And there is a Trend Micro and antivirus software protection enabled. I'm just looking for if it's present and if it's enabled. That is it running or is it only installed? I'm going to require it to be 1 enabled. Now I need to be careful. Enter. Submit. Then I need to assign it a token. Right? I see now it's here, and I say if it's enabled, I just give it a Trend Micro Healthy back. This is sort of the application posture token. Or maybe Michael says I should say. This is way too. I'm trying to. Okay, here we got it. Okay. And just to show you we're not faking anything, I'm changing the default behavior from infected to quarantine. Okay? So you see something else than infected and healthy. Quarantine. Submit, and then after submit I need to hit the save. So now my policy basically says you need to be running Windows XP, Service Pack 3, and you need to have Trend Micro antivirus enabled to get healthy. If any of these tests fail, you will be quarantined. That's what the current policy says. Okay? You can just verify that quickly. I know he's not running Trend Micro. Why it's healthy?
No,
are you running it? Are you already running it?
No, I'm not running it, but I think there was a mistake in the policy.
Sure.
Because it means if one or the other rule is matching, you have to do it by.
You have to. You have to change the. Yeah. I'm a bad administrator. Don't know my system.
Okay, ask the hacker, and he will tell you how to do that.
Exactly. Right.
Okay. Just want to delete it.
Yeah, deleting is about as difficult as adding. Sorry for that. Sorry for the slow for the network access we're having here. Would have loved to show it with our own box. Would have been quite a lot faster.
Yeah. I think it's just delete policy, right?
What?
Here, right? Delete policy, right?
Yeah. You're about to delete a policy. Are you sure? Yes. Submit. Save. You can just add a local policy. Just create a complete new one, doesn't matter. Okay, just make it a Trend Micro one. I think the other one's working already. New rule.
Yeah.
Oh, you need to enter a name. I think it won't accept it won't accept submit unless you put in a name. I mean, this interface is so bad. I've been working with Cisco Secure ACS like, I don't know, for 5, 6, 7 years, and it's not gotten any better. I don't know. I've had a brief look at the 4.0 version. Anyone of you using ACS 4.0? Hands up. Well, not much different, is it? No. I think they put the left side, the navigation menu has a new layout. And there is a Cisco NAC section on the left side, so you don't need to go to database configuration and so on and so on. So basically, it saves you like one click, right, when you need to get there. Actually, you know, I mean, there's these very famous Apple human interface guidelines, right, written back in the 1980s on how to design human interfaces for computer software. I think no one at Cisco has ever read it. You know, they should maybe get an iPhone and look at that and make it as easy to use as an iPhone. Yeah, Cisco iOS. Command line.
That's right. I might agree with you if it wasn't coming in, structure wasn't fragmented to all L.
Okay, well, yeah. But it's Cisco iOS, the shell is quite okay. I mean, if you look at old PIX boxes, I mean, this was crap. Look at the old NetRanger IDS boxes, I mean, that was worse than crap. Right, so I think of all Cisco iOS interfaces, I think the iOS shell is the best I've ever seen. I'm not saying it's like the best on an absolute scale. Right. Remember when they bought Aeronet and they had these rebranded Aeronet wireless devices? Anyone remember that? That was bad. Right, and then the Altiga, you know, when they bought Altiga for the VPN boxes, there was another one which I really never got. Okay. You got it?
Okay, after the help of the bad guy and hacker, you see the message says you need to be quarantined because I'm not running the antivirus protection.
Yeah. Okay. So we have quarantine. You can show it on the router too while you're at it. Just do it quickly. Don't need to change. Just do a show you all in the putty section. So difficult. This is really.
Yeah, but at least it's
working.
It's working and it's live. So
yeah. It's live.
Okay, and
you see
here's the quarantine, post your token.
Okay, because you don't have it enabled yet. And guess what he's going to do? He's going to use his...
Of course, I already prepared another DLL that we will copy into the plugin directory, and that's at least a more efficient version of the Trend Micro plugin, because we reduced it from 180 kilobytes to 20.
Again, right. I mean, this is like writing Perl, right? I mean, there's a way of doing it quite verbose, and there's a way of doing it like very condensed. You know, it's the same here. You can either stuff all the stuff into the DLLs or just, you know, make it the core function and tell it to read stuff off the registry. Yeah.
And of course, I provided some graphical user interface for the Trend Micro plugin too. Yeah, so that are the options that can be set in the Trend Micro plugin, like application version, scan engine version, DAT version, very important for the virus definition files. And if the virus protection is enabled or disabled, so of course we use enabled, save the settings, and try our ping again.
Yeah, maybe we need to clear in between on the router.
I think should already